Hi, boys and girls. This is your math lesson. All right, so we finished up our unit on graphing. You took the test yesterday. A lot of you did a great job. Awesome. And we're going to start today with telling time. Now, telling time, you know I've been teaching a long time, used to be a lot easier because lots of families had this kind of clock in their house, a clock with hands and numbers. Now I find that lots of people have digital. They have a cell phone or they have a microwave that has the numbers, or they have a cable box which has the numbers. A digital clock uses numbers. This kind of clock is called an analog. Say analog. Yeah, an analog clock has the hands, there's two hands, and it has the numbers going around. So this is an analog clock, and then this is a digital clock. We have both in our houses. Up on this wall, I'm going to turn this around. Can you see right there above the doorway? That is our analog clock. So it sits up on our wall, but we also have digital. We have a microwave that has a time. We all have, at least Gary and I have cell phones, which has digital. So I'm going to start with teaching you analog, and it's getting harder to teach because people just don't really see this. In our classroom, what kind of clock do we have on the wall? Is it digital or is it analog? Yeah, it's analog. Yeah, we have this kind of clock. Of course, it's not bright yellow, but it's up on the wall. So think of the word digital. Digital, you hear the word digit. Digit means numbers. So a digital clock just has numbers. Okay, so on a clock you have two hands. You have a short hand and you have a long hand. Remember the story I told? When telling time, you always say the shorthand's name first. Remember I said if you lived in a house and you had a little brother or sister, this is the little brother or sister, if the mom does not call on them first, they throw a fit. Blah! So you always say the shorthand first. This is the long hand. The long hand touches the outside. I always say it kisses the outside rim. So it kisses it. The shorthand goes a little more than halfway. So this is the hour hand. Say hour. This is the minute hand. Say minute. Okay. The minute hand goes around. There's 60 minutes. As you can see, the blue dots. There are 60 minutes that go around, and that creates 1 hour. So right now it's at 9 o'clock. If I go around, oops, I'm going the wrong way. Sorry, I'm looking up. This is backwards. If I go around one full time, now it's 10 o'clock. If you go all the way around one time, now it's 11 o'clock. So one full rotation is an hour. There's 60 minutes in an hour. Okay, so you can write 3 o'clock. So this is, I drew 3 o'clock, not very neat, sorry. So notice the minute hand kisses the outside and the hour hand is the short. You remember you say the short hand first or else it'll cry at you. So this is 3, and when it goes straight up to the top on the 12, you say o'clock. So this is 3 o'clock, or you can say, write down 3 o'clock. Okay? I want you to get out your math book, and I want you to turn to page 593 and tear out 3 pages. So pause this right now, tear out 3 pages, and then turn it back on when you're ready. Okay, so on this page, telling time to the hour, very, very easy. What is this called? Analog clock. This is an analog. It has hands on it. So let's first fill this in. So this is the clock. So we have 12 o'clock. There's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. So you just filled in the face, okay? And it says, please show 4 o'clock. So you'll do your shorthand first. Remember, your hour hand is shorter. So I'm going to draw halfway to the 4 and stop and draw an arrow. I did not touch the 4. Halfway, that's the hour. And then o'clock goes straight up and I kiss the top. Kiss the minute hand always kisses the outside. So this says 4 o'clock. Say 4 o'clock. Good. Okay, flip the page. Oh, sorry, we can also write down right here, 4 o'clock. Okay, so let's review some vocabulary. An analog clock has an hour hand and a minute hand. The hour hand points to the hour. It is shorter. You have to say that hand first or it'll cry at you like a little brother or sister. The minute hand points to the minute and it's longer. It kisses the outside of the line. So here it's pointing to the minute hand and there's your hour hand. A digital clock, like my cell phone, uses digits, which are numbers. So here the hour hand is first, or the hour is first, 3 o'clock. A digital clock shows the hour and minutes on a screen. It uses numbers. So this is 3 o'clock. This also says 3, and straight up you say o'clock. And that's 3 o'clock. So what time is this? Name the shorthand first or it'll cry at you. So it's pointing to the 9, so 9. And if it goes straight up to the 12, you say o'clock. And you'll draw 2 zeros. There's no minutes. This means it's on the 9th hour, no minutes. And then you can write down 9 o'clock. So this is the analog clock, and this is the digital clock. Okay, what is the shorthand pointing to? Always do the shorthand first. Yep, it says 11 o'clock. And you can write down 11 o'clock. Good. This is the analog clock, the digital clock. Okay, shorthand first. Oops, sorry. Shorthand first. Yep, 6. So 6. The minute hand goes straight up, kisses that outside ring, and that's o'clock. So this is 6 o'clock. Okay. How is an analog clock and similar to a number line? Yeah, it just has numbers on it and it goes in order like a number line does. Okay, one more. Okay, I'm just going to do 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so name your shorthand first. Good, easy. 1. And if the minute hand touching the outside ring is straight up to the 12, and that's o'clock. So this is 1 o'clock. Next one, shorthand first. Always name the shorthand first. If you're in my classroom, if we're together, and I'll have someone say 12-1, and I'll go like this, ah, like a little baby. I'm like, no, you name the shorthand first, or I will cry at you. So the shorthand is 8, and if it's going straight up, then that's o'clock. So it's 8 o'clock. And the next one, kind of hard, they're both there. Shorthand is at the 12, and it's going straight up. So you'll write your 0, 0, 0 minutes, and this is 12 o'clock. Okay, so to review, this is an analog clock. You name your shorthand first, or I'll cry at you. The minute hand, this is the hour hand, it's halfway. The minute hand touches the outside, okay? If it's going straight, the minute hand is going straight up to the 12, that you say o'clock. So this is 11 o'clock. This is a digital. Digital uses numbers. This is an analog, and it uses hands. And it goes around and around and around and around and around. Okay? Okay. So tonight, will you please finish 595, 596, 597, and 598. So just those pages. And then tomorrow we'll go over these. That's telling time. All right.